Welcome back to 17 News at Noon podcast, where we share your news on your schedule.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Noon.
And we begin with the Senate impeachment trial officially underway. Now, Senate President Patrick Leahy gavelled in.
The Senate will be in order.
Followed by the prayer given by Senate Chaplain Dr. Barry Black and the proclamation issued by Acting Sergeant at Arms Jennifer Hemingway. Some are possibly claiming this to be the shortest impeachment trial in history.
It's our solemn constitutional duty to conduct a fair and honest impeachment trial of the charges against former President Trump, the gravest charges ever brought against a president of the United States in American history.
Now to a previous Bakersfield Heart Hospital employee who is facing 24 charges in a workers' compensation fraud investigation. Now that's according to the district attorney's office. The DOA says Ava McLean claimed to be injured while working for the hospital, but the investigation revealed her claims to be fraudulent. According to a release, insurance fraud losses for 2 alleged victims exceeds $17,000. McLean pleaded not guilty to 24 felony charges, including insurance fraud, concealing material facts and making claims, misrepresentation, and producing false documents. McLean is out on $75,000 bail and is due back in court on March 12th. Well, after declining coronavirus cases, a spike in new cases today. 665 new cases of COVID-19 were reported. Although Kern County remains in the most restrictive tier of restrictions, there's still concern about how the virus spread during Super Bowl Sunday. Nearly 21,000 people are in Kern County are recovering at home with the virus. 260 others are in the hospital with more severe symptoms. According to state data, that's a decrease of 12 people from the day before. 46 people are fighting for their lives in the ICU. Also, 1 new death was reported. 660 lives have been lost since the beginning of the pandemic. And tens of thousands of people are eligible to get the coronavirus vaccine right now, but many of them are waiting in long lines. Kern Public Health says vaccine appointments are full this week for their mass vaccination site at the Kern County Fairgrounds. Appointments typically fill up almost instantly. Over at Express Pharmacy, the next available appointment is April 9th, and Universal Urgent Care has a wait list that would take 3 weeks to get through. And the Fairgrounds currently administers an average of 600 vaccines a day, 4 days a week. But their overall goal is to vaccinate 5,000 people a day. And to help with that, the drive-through vaccination site at the Fairgrounds will be part of most of that workload. Kern County Public Health says the site is almost ready to go. They have paved 14 lanes for cars to pull into and receive the vaccine. Then the cars will head over to another lane for monitoring. The site works just like walking up, but on a mass scale.
Drive-through vaccinations are not new to public health, so we've done them with, flu in the past. They're a regular thing. This is a larger scale than we've done in the past, but a lot of our past lessons lead to this, in addition to what's going on in other counties.
And the drive-through vaccination site is set to vaccinate 3,000 to 4,000 people a day, operating 12 hours a day to reach that end goal. And a mobile COVID-19 vaccination clinic is heading to Kern County. Kern Public Health and Adventist Health Tehachapi Valley teamed up to launch a mobile vaccination clinic. The clinic will begin vaccinating those eligible starting Monday. The clinic can provide 80 doses daily with hope to increase vaccine doses with more funding. The goal is to focus on eastern Kern County communities that have limited access to vaccination sites. To schedule an appointment, you can call 771-8400 or visit Adventist Health's portal. And there's some good news for Northern California residents as Levi Stadium will open as the state's largest vaccination center today. Now, thousands are expected to begin getting COVID vaccinations at the site in Santa Clara. Yesterday, several hundred healthcare workers went through a dry run to ensure things run smoothly when the site opened today. Now, pretend patients were guided through every step from the moment they entered the parking lot through registration and to where they will receive the vaccine. The site will administer both Pfizer and Moderna vaccines, so a big logistical challenge is keeping track of every small detail for each patient, so everybody returns on schedule for their crucial second shot. Officials plan to administer 5,000 doses per day, then ramp it up to 15,000 once more vaccines become available. And you might be wondering when you will become eligible to get the COVID-19 vaccine. Those eligible right now include anyone 65 years or older, all healthcare workers, and first responders. The next tier of people eligible for the vaccine will include teachers, childcare workers, those in emergency services, and people who work in the food and agriculture industry. It's not clear yet when the vaccine will be available to this group in Kern County, but the state has already given the okay. And if you qualify, you can visit Kern Public Health's website for an interactive map of vaccine providers near you. Then call one of those sites to make an appointment. Just head to kernpublichealth.com. And doctors say getting the COVID vaccine is especially important for Black Americans, as this segment of our population is dying from COVID-19 at nearly triple the rate of white Americans. This week, 17 News will broadcast a town hall hosted by 17's Moses Small to talk with local doctors about why communities of color should consider taking the shot. That's this Thursday at 6 p.m. right here on KGET. And Houchin Community Blood Bank says it will begin doing COVID-19 antibody testing for all blood donors starting this week. Now, the blood bank says it is still in urgent need of donations of all blood types, plus platelets, plasma, and COVID-19 convalescent plasma. When you donate, you will get your results from the antibody test within 7 days. If you are positive for COVID antibodies, you will be eligible to donate COVID-19 convalescent plasma. And as an incentive to encourage more donations, Houchin is raffling off 4 themed gift baskets this month. All donors will receive a raffle ticket that they can enter to win one of 4 baskets that include items and services from local businesses. In addition to the baskets, Houchin says Dickey's Barbecue Pit will give donors a coupon for a free classic sandwich certificate while supplies last. For more information on how to donate or to make an appointment, visit hcbb.com. Looking ahead to this week, you can check out 3 new exhibits at the Bakersfield Museum of Arts, but only online. On Thursday, the museum is debuting 3 virtual exhibitions beginning at 7 p.m. They will remain on view until August 28th. You can take 3D tours of each exhibition on your computer or smartphone. The tours are free and open to the public. The museum will resume in-person viewing when state and local officials allow indoor museums to reopen to the public. Well, Uber and Walgreens teamed up to get people vaccinated. The rideshare company and the pharmacy giant are joining forces to get people who don't have a car or live near a pharmacy vaccinated. Uber will offer free rides to Walgreens stores and clinics for those who book an appointment and live in an underserved part of the country. The pilot program will start in Chicago, Atlanta, Houston, and El Paso. The partnership is part of a pledge Uber made in December to offer 10 million free or discounted rides to make sure transportation doesn't prevent people from getting the COVID-19 vaccine. And if you're looking for a date idea this week, why not go to a drive-in movie? Bags of Love Foundation is hosting a Valentine's Day drive-in movie event this weekend. It's happening Saturday, February 13th at Sam Lynn Ballpark. Doors open at 6 p.m. and the movie starts at 7. Tickets cost $10 a person, or you can upgrade to VIP parking for $20 a person. Bags of Love Foundation shows cancer patients and their families a little love throughout treatment. Now, for more information, go to bagsoflovefoundation.com. And this week, you can support local families affected by cancer by purchasing a box of Doers Choose. Mendaburu Magic Foundation and KGET have teamed up once again for the annual Cupid's Challenge. All month long, you can buy boxes online, or you can purchase them in a drive-through this Friday from 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Doers on I Street. A box of the famous chews will cost you $20. The money raised goes to the foundation, which helps families and children dealing with cancer or other serious illnesses.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Noon.
The 17 News at Noon podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to KGET.com.